Italy spans on an area of more than 300,000 square kilometers. Most of this is dominated by the mainland peninsula, with Sicily and Sardinia making up roughly 16% of the country's total territory. The country is divided into 20 distinguishable regions, each with their own unique culture, terrain, history, and administrative autonomy. The northern regions are more metropolitan and opulent. The central regions encompass rolling hills, vineyards, olive groves, and Renaissance art, while the southern regions are more laid back with a Mediterranean lifestyle. To distinguish the best Italian regions to live, retire, or invest in, important key factors are considered, such as cost of living and housing, healthcare quality, transport links, climate, and community life, alongside risks like earthquakes. While investors should focus on demand, rental yields, regulations, and liquidity. But in the end, it's up to one's personal preference and needs, basically whatever suits you best. To retire or live for long term, foreigners generally apply for the elective residence visa, which requires proof of a stable passive income of at least 32,000 euros per year, valid private health insurance covering at least 30,000 euros annually, as well as a secured accommodation in Italy. With all that in mind, here are the top best regions to live, retire, or invest in Italy. Number 12, Calabria. Located at the southernmost tip of the Italian peninsula, Calabria is a land of rugged beauty, timeless traditions, and vibrant culture. The region experiences hot, dry summers and mild, slightly wet winters, with abundant sunshine throughout the year. It is less developed than many other regions, so it's a good spot for those seeking peace and want to laze on less crowded beaches. For the best soft sands and sky blue waters, head to its coastal town of Tropea. And for panoramic coastal views, go to the Cape at Capo Vaticano. The region is currently experiencing a population increase powered by a unique paid relocation scheme, which could be perfect for people thinking of moving abroad. The scheme isn't just about financial support. It's about fostering integration into the community and sustaining the cultural and economic vitality in Calabria's rural villages. To qualify for the scheme, applicants must commit to reside in Calabria for at least 3 years and either start a business or buy property in one of its old towns. On the flip side, living in Calabria is not suited for everyone, as it is still a bit rural, and modern conveniences are available only in its capital of Reggio. Basic knowledge of Italian is a must here, as most natives rarely understand or speak English. Number 11, Sicily. Sicily is located in the southern part of Italy, just off its mainland. It is the largest island in the Mediterranean and a popular tourist destination for its stunning landscapes, rich history, and delicious cuisine. From bustling cities to tranquil countryside, the island is a treasure trove of experiences, ensuring its place among Europe's most captivating destinations. Its favored areas include Palermo for its cultural vibrancy, Catania and Siracusa for their Baroque elegance and proximity to the sea, and smaller towns such as Noto, Cefalù, or Ragusa for a quieter, more traditional lifestyle. Property remains comparatively affordable, though buyers should weigh renovation costs and slower resale liquidity. Language can be a hurdle. English is not widely spoken outside major tourist zones. Yet most expats adapt through immersion, local language courses, and patient interaction with neighbors. Sicily provides essential services reliably. Supermarkets, pharmacies, and local clinics are present in most towns, with larger hospitals and specialist care concentrated in Palermo, Catania, and Messina. For everyday healthcare, residents register with a family doctor under the national health system, while private clinics offer faster consultations at modest cost. Living expenses are nominal throughout the island. A budget of just $2,000 to $2,500 is more than enough to reside lavishly here. Number 10. Abruzzo. The rural region of Abruzzo, located near the center of Italy, often gets ignored by expats, retirees, and investors alike. Due to this lack of traction from internationals, it remains less crowded, and its cost of living is the lowest in comparison to other regions of Italy. Property prices also stay low. The average price for a mid-sized townhouse or villa in its capital city of Pescara are usually listed for under €200,000. On the downside, English is not widely spoken, which means basic knowledge of Italian is a must to reside in Abruzzo. Other than that, services are reliable with supermarkets, banks, and transport in most towns. And healthcare is well regarded with hospitals in L'Aquila, Pescara, and Teramo, while smaller towns have clinics for routine checkups. Overall, this region is ideal for those seeking a quieter life. With lower costs and authentic Italian culture, Abruzzo stands out strongly. Number 9. Emilia-Romagna. Stretching from the east coast of northern Italy to the west, Emilia-Romagna is home to historic Bologna. This is where medieval and Renaissance history converge in a dazzling spectacle of architecture. The landscape is an odd mixture, full of plains and rolling hills, high mountains and thick woods at the base of the Apennine mountain range. Also in the region are the equally impressive cities of Parma, Ferrara, Ravenna, and Modena, which, like Bologna, don't lack for palaces, museums, expansive plazas, and Renaissance history. It is more appealing to younger expats and students. Because of the universities in the area, the region maintains a youthful vibe, while the surrounding smaller towns have that slower pace of life that's conducive to relaxation. For a getaway on the Adriatic coast, there's the postcard town of Cattolica, or the major metropolis of Rimini. Prices here aren't cheap, but unlike Rome, they're not unreasonable either. Like anywhere else, cities are more expensive than their surrounding towns. Average monthly expense in its cities can exceed €2,500 a month for a couple. Number 8. Sardinia. The second largest island in the Mediterranean, Sardinia is far from Italy. It is approximately 400 kilometers away from the shoreline, so to get there a flight or a 10-hour ferry ride is your best bet. Last year, the island was ranked as one of the healthiest in the world, as it is also a blue zone, which means there is a high ratio of population here that exceeds over the age of 100. Some speculate that its Mediterranean diet, with fresh produce and an active lifestyle, is the reason for the high life expectancy. Due to this, it is more appealing to retirees and long-term residents who value a slower rhythm of life, clear seas, and striking landscapes. The north, around Olbia and Alghero, attract people seeking lively coastal towns, while the south, near Cagliari, hosts culture, services, and easier connections. Smaller inland villages provide peace and low prices for those who prefer tradition. Moreover, Property is affordable outside prime resorts and can be a sound investment if chosen carefully, though resale may take a lot of time. Language can be more of a challenge here than on the mainland, but then again, steady use of Italian and help from local communities can ease integration. Services are dependable with shops and pharmacies in most towns, and larger hospitals are based in Cagliari, Sassari, and Nuoro. Number 7. Puglia. Right at the heel of Italy's boot, Puglia is a region of southern Italy with over 4 million inhabitants. It is also called the land of two seas, being washed by the Adriatic Sea to the northeast and by the Ionian Sea to south. It is the easternmost region of Italy. In fact, only 80 kilometers separate it from the coasts of Albania, and the local ports operate frequent ferry links to Croatia, Albania, and the Ionian islands of Greece. Apart from the sea lines, it is connected both locally and internationally by an extensive road network, as well as the international airport in its capital city of Bari. The capital is the main point of interest, where both culture and modern amenities get infused. Besides the capital, its towns like Ostuni, Martina Franca, and Locorotondo are especially popular, while the city of Lecce also provides culture and stronger services, along with good transport services. The local real estate market remains relatively cheap compared to northern Italy and can be a worthwhile purchase, though older houses may need careful restoration. But be aware, cost of living here fluctuates seasonally, as many tourists hail to its seaside towns in peak summer season. Number 6. Liguria. Set on the Italian Riviera, with the backdrop of the Alps and the Apennines, Liguria offers a striking mix of sea and hills that has long appealed to those seeking a place to settle or retire. The eastern side, with towns such as Santa Margherita, Rapallo, and the Cinque Terre, is known for its charm and views, while the western Riviera, around Sanremo and Bordighera, provides a milder climate and easier pace. Its regional capital, Genoa, balances history with practical services, as well as strong transport links. Buying property here can be worthwhile, as the market holds value due to limited coastal land, though prices are higher in the most scenic areas, and renovation rules in historic centers can be strict. Median listing price for a mid-sized house usually starts from $450,000, while average price for a two-bedroom seaside apartment is listed at $320,000. Due to its ideal location right beside the infamous French Riviera, monthly expenses even in the smaller towns and localities can easily rack up to €3,500 for a couple. Number 5. Lazio. Lazio is the second most touristic region in Italy. Situated right at the heart of Italy, it is defined by a varied landscape of volcanic lakes, gentle hills, fertile plains, and a long Tyrrhenian coastline, with Rome as its historic and cultural center. Retiring here gives you access to world-class museums, healthcare, and international connections. While Rome's pace and prices may not suit everyone, Lazio's surrounding towns like Viterbo or Tivoli offer a quieter life, just a train ride from the capital. Language and integration into the local society is less of a barrier in Lazio due to a heavy international presence. But outside the capital and major towns, Italian becomes essential, and most expats manage through steady practice and local patience. Services are comprehensive with strong transport links, reliable markets and pharmacies in every town, and major hospitals in Rome, Viterbo, Latina, and Frosinone, while local clinics manage routine checkups efficiently. Monthly expenses can be exorbitant in Rome's main city center, but collectively as a whole, a budget of €4,200 is sufficient for a comfortable lifestyle. Additionally, property prices here tend to be on the higher side of the spectrum. However, affordable bargains can be had further away from touristic and famous hotspots. Number 4. Veneto. When most people think of Veneto, iconic Venice quickly springs to mind. Gliding gondolas, ornate palazzos, and endless visitor crowds. Yet away from that frenetic energy, cities like Verona, Padua, and Treviso offer a far more balanced lifestyle. Plus, the terrain allows for a varied lifestyle, from mountain villages and vineyard-dotted hills to elegant cities and seaside resorts. Its culture is rooted in Venetian history and mercantile traditions, reflected in refined architecture, vibrant festivals, and a cuisine that ranges from seafood to hearty alpine dishes. That said, Veneto is among Italy's pricier regions. A single person's monthly expenses amount to approximately €2,000, which is higher than the national average, but still manageable with a reasonable income or pension. Its city of Verona is prized by many for its services, strong connectivity via train and airport, and manageable tourist flow. In Verona, tourists are concentrated in just a few places, hence permanent residents can avoid them easily. Buying real estate is also not easy. Due to the higher costs, people usually buy property and convert them into Airbnb-style residencies. Number 3. Tuscany. Possibly the most iconic of Italy's regions, shaped by iconic rolling hills, cypress-lined roads, fertile valleys, and a rugged coastline that together create a landscape long celebrated in art and literature. Its culture is steeped in Renaissance heritage, visible in Florence's grandeur, Sienna's medieval heart, and the countless smaller towns where tradition remains strong. For retirement or long-term living, Florence offers sophistication and services. Lucca, a graceful charm within intact walls, and towns such as Arezzo, Cortona, and Montepulciano, a quieter rhythm amid vineyards and olive groves, while the coastal Maremma appeals for its open spaces and milder winters. Property here holds enduring appeal, with higher prices in the Chianti Hills and Florence, but many worthwhile opportunities in less publicized inland areas, where restoration projects can be rewarding. Many avid retirees have bought small parcels of land in its rural settings and have established homesteads. There are also penthouses and grand palazzos dating all the way back to the 15th century, as well as modern apartments with contemporary styles and floor plans. With careful budgeting, most can afford to live quite comfortably here, even if they reside near its main hotspots. Number 2. Campania. This is one of the most popular regions of Italy, as it's home to some of the most famous sites, like Pompeii, Herculaneum, Naples, and the Amalfi Coast. But it's not just the sights. Campania is also a culinary paradise, known for its authentic pizzas, exquisite seafood, and delicious pastries. Evidently, its appeal is higher than elsewhere. Therefore, prices of food, rent, and groceries are exorbitant in all of its touristic hotspots. For affordable living, smaller inland towns in Benevento, Avellino, or parts of Cilento are ideal, while Salerno is another great locality that is more cost-effective. Overall, a median monthly budget of €4,000 is recommended for couples opting to reside near the touristic hotspots. Though, if you gravitate away from the upscale areas, near Salerno or in the interior Naples, a couple can even reside on a mere budget of €2,000. Investing in vacation rental is very rewarding here. But then again, average listings for seaside properties start from $350,000. Number 1. Lombardy. A dynamic region, Lombardy stretches from the snow-capped Alps and serene lakes of Como, Garda, and Maggiore down to the fertile valleys, with Milan at its center as a global hub of fashion, finance, and culture. There is something for everyone here. Young professionals, entrepreneurs, and retirees alike are drawn to its strong economy, excellent healthcare, and varied landscapes that allow one to enjoy mountains, lakes, and city life, all within short distance. The city of Milan provides sophistication and world-class services. Bergamo and Brescia combine history with accessibility. And lake towns such as Como or Desenzano are dream retirement spots, though at very higher cost, while more affordable living can be found in one of its provincial towns. The region also ranks first across many indices in Italy, such as quality of life, development, and safety. Buying property here is very lucrative. Many A-list celebrities and business moguls have racked up properties in its lake districts. Due to this, not everyone can afford to buy here. Only those with a substantial net worth can acquire properties. Monthly living expenses in Milan and Como are generally high, and as a whole, a budget of €4,000 is must for a couple. Thanks for watching. If you find this video informative, be sure to leave a like. If not, then leave a dislike, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.